It's Renee. Welcome to my channel. So for today's video, I kind of wanted to do something, well, this was one of the first videos that got kind of like, not a ton of views, but more than like I had been used to. Last year around this time, I think it was about like a week before this, I did kind of like a back to school lookbook, and I know what you're thinking, wow, and I said this last year too, an adult YouTuber doing a back to school lookbook for people. I feel like though that these outfits, I mean at least I tried to, because I used to watch these back to school lookbooks, and like these people would be wearing like flip-flops and they'd be wearing like high-heeled boots, and I'm like, what school did you go to where this was allowed? Because it wasn't at my school. I mean, I would wear flip-flops sometimes, but it would depend on like the day and like if it was more of a casual day. Also, senior year, they just stopped caring about you. So yeah, I thought it would be kind of fun to do that again, because I think a lot of these outfits too would be really nice and really great too for college, because I've been through college. I'm still like, I finished undergrad, I'm in grad school. Yeah, I feel like it would just be fun to kind of just sit here. I really still have not figured out a format for plus size lookbooks. I just kind of keep doing different ones and hoping that each of them stick. But yeah, I have 5 outfits here. They are all, at least as far as I'm aware, dress code appropriate, because the school I went to, they weren't very strict. They were strict on certain things, mainly with like shoe wear and like things being too short, even though dress code's dumb, and they specifically target girls because they do. Also, you don't have to wear this much makeup for school. This is just from my BoxyCharm, it's left over, but I do like it. I think it's very pretty. Yeah, if you would like to see kind of like this talk through about like how I styled certain things and like some outfits that I put together for back to school, even though schools, I think most of them are in right now, but some of them I think are still out. I think it depends on the state. Stay tuned and we'll get into it. For the first one, actually, this is something that I really like and it's very easy to do. So if you saw my Coachella lookbook, you'll see that I wore some like these like black like straight leg pants. Well, I really liked how they fit because they were very much like a boyfriend type jean, and so I was like, you know what, I've been wanting some like more boyfriend, like mom jean shorts. And basically all I did is I cut them to fit how I wanted them to, and then I just did a very simple like hand sew like stitch going around on a cuff. This way, like the cuff would for sure stay up and I wouldn't have to worry about them falling down. This is from the junk food brand at Target, but this is from the men's section. They had a whole kind of like 70s, like old like video game collection. They had like Donkey Kong, they had Pong stuff. And I really like this because it just says like Atari. It was basically just a whole Atari line. And I thought it was very cool. To me, it didn't really look like a men's shirt because it had this kind of cool like lighter red, like burnt red lining on the ends, and then it had that but in cream, and it's just a red and cream shirt, and then it has kind of all these really cool like Atari symbols, like that's like the centipede character. Like we have a centipede arcade machine actually out in our garage, and I feel like it's just very like 70s. So like even though most of you, if you're young and going back to school, probably don't know what these games are from, I barely know. I'm a 90s baby, but I was born in the 90s, so I'm like barely a 90s baby. I'm more like a 2000s kid, and I just think that it looks very cute with like black shorts that are long. I tucked it in because I like tucking things in. I think it gives me a cool shape. And then these are my like beat up Toms. So I used to wear Toms religiously in high school. I don't even know if Toms are like still in, but I have so many and I love them. These are actually some video game ones that have like a bunch of different controllers on them. Like there's like the 64 controller, an Xbox controller, that's like I think an Intellivision controller, and then it has like other ones too, like that's supposed to be like a Super Nintendo controller, and I ripped out the lining in them. That's how long I've had them. But it's a very close shade of the red, and they're cute because they're a nice red color. They have the video game like controllers on them. Kind of fits with the vibe of the shirt and of the look. I think it's a very cute outfit. I think it's very casual, very comfortable. Now this is something that's super easy. Oh, I forgot I left the tank top in it, but this is actually just a very boxy like crop top from Wild Fable from Target. So the thing about this is that actually it is a little bit maybe too short depending on like what your school's dress code policy is. I like it though because it's very thick and it's very comfortable. So basically all I do is I just put like a white tank top underneath it, so just in case it does kind of get pulled out from like a skirt or a pair of shorts, then it won't look so cropped on the surface, and then when you realize that you can tuck it back in, because I know that that can be kind of a big thing where like if your midriff is showing, if your collarbone is showing, it's like so stupid. But yeah, so I actually just put it with this black and white daisy skirt. I think it's very pretty because florals are always in, and I like a really like loud floral. This is from Kmart. I bought this forever ago and I really like it. It's honestly probably one of the most perfect fitting and light skirts that I own, because it fits really well, it's super comfortable. This is in a size 3X, and then the shirt's in a size 4X. I just think that it's such a cute look together because I love a nice like boxy tee. I like to pull my skirts kind of high up because then it gives me like that dress effect, and it gives you a nice like definition at the waist. And yeah, I just think that it's a very cute outfit. It's very simple. It's very easy. You could put it with a jean jacket. You aren't going to get dress coded because, at least for me, if you're 5'4", this goes to my knees, and so that's something that's good. And I just wear shorts underneath it just for extra protection and chafing. But yeah, I just put it with these. These are from Torrid. They're a size 9, which is the size that I am. And they kind of have like that Vans look, but they're a little bit nicer just because they have like this kind of cool detailing on the front. And they're black, so they go with it. And it's easy and it's great, and they're not backless. But that's kind of the struggle of going to public school still, is that schools are very strict, and so you have to worry about wearing backless shoes, even though like that like doesn't matter at all. It's such a dumb thing to get angry about. Okay, so for the next one, this is actually just a very casual outfit. I think this would be really good if you're going back to college and your school hasn't started yet, even though they probably are soon. These are actually just some like plus size workout leggings. These are from the Zella brand. That's actually a Nordstrom brand. My sister got these for me at the Nordstrom rack, and they're probably like the best workout leggings I've ever owned. And they're more of like a capri length, because I don't like to wear like full exercise like leggings on the like first couple of weeks of school because it's still a little bit too hot. So like I said, so a lot of times the stuff that I would wear, especially like being an athlete, I had a lot of like comfort stuff, and that's what I would wear. This is actually a shirt from Fila. I got it from Ross for like, it was like $7. It was so cheap. This is in a size 2X. And those pants are in a 3X. But yeah, it's very comfortable, and it's a very simple and easy shirt. So if you are more of like a sweaty person, this is great because it's obviously like that moisture wicking type stuff, like type of material, and it's super comfortable and it's really easy to wear. And I feel like if you have like a very cute like athleisure kind of a look, you can almost look more, you sometimes I feel like look very put together if you just have like a high ponytail, you have your backpack, you have like these two things on, and then at least for these, I have a pair of like black Nikes that I really like. I know what you're thinking, well, why would you pair Nikes if you don't have any Nike shirts? Because Nike's expensive and your girl has student loans. That's why. Now, because I like to wear stuff like this, and again, because it is so hot, it's nice to also have things that are very light and very comfortable. So if you saw this in my most recent haul that I did from eBay, because I wanted to do like how I shopped on eBay, I found this really cool shirt. It's from Cato, the Cato Fashions, or Cato, whatever they're called. But this is very comfortable. It's very loose. It's light. It does get kind of wrinkly, so maybe steam it if you have something similar to this. It's kind of got this off-white cream color as its base. It is brown. It has some blues. It is greens. It's more of like an older grandma type of a look. Maybe a grandma who just retired. I feel like that's more it, and that's kind of my mood. I put it with just like some like standard blue distressed jeans that I think have very similar tone to like this flower in it. I think it's almost the same color. These are from Charlotte Russe. These are in a size 24. They do have some distressing, and then the ends are like a raw hem that kind of is angled up. You could fold these up and cuff them. You could leave them as is. I think they're very cute. You could wear this with a pair of shorts. I think this would be like so cute with like a pair of overalls if you have some. Your girl's still looking for a pair of cute and well-fitting plus size overalls. Maybe one day, but that day is not today. And I just tucked it in because this is a little bit big and it's a little bit more boxy. So if you tuck it in, it gives you kind of a little bit more definition. It makes it look a little bit nicer and not just like a casual Hawaiian shirt. It's also very light because it's meant to be worn, I think, in like a hot place or like a humid place. And so it's not gonna like stick to you and make you feel confined. These are just like some blue Toms that I have. I wear these, like these are like my beat up pair, but I like a cool kind of like a beat up pair of Toms. They're kind of like a darker blue and they don't totally match this, but the tone is similar. And so if the colors aren't in the shirt, you obviously don't have to be very matchy-matchy, but if you are that person, as long as you match the tone, I think that you're fine. It's if you don't, where you're like, okay, well she's clearly going for like color blocking. But I think an outfit like this is very cute because it's kind of unusual. Not really anyone else is gonna have it, I personally think. And I think it's kind of fun to introduce like your own style into like whatever you're wearing, because it kind of sets you apart from your peers, which I think is very important. Because I don't know, I think it's hard. I think plus size people in general have a hard time finding their style because they try to find like whatever everyone else is wearing and they don't really get to experiment because of that. Okay, so for the next outfit, I have shown you guys these. I actually have two different pairs of these. These are just like some very flowy, like lavender purple shorts, and they have scalloping on the bottom, and you can just full on see a pattern. I think a really fun thing to do is to mix patterns. I think it's really great and it's really fun. It makes an outfit a little bit more interesting. So then what I paired it with, this is actually just a shirt that I got from ThredUp before. This is, I guess, from a brand called Jessica London, but it's just like a striped black and white, like horizontal striped shirt. But it's really nice because it's like a 3/4 length sleeve shirt. It is very thick, so if you wanted to wear it with a jean jacket to kind of break it up, that's what I did for a little bit. But because it's thick, I think it would be fine on its own because it might be a little bit too toasty, but I just think it's such a cool kind of a look together. Like the black and white is almost kind of like a neutral against these very loud shorts. But I just think it's very interesting and very just cool. Like the shorts are good length because they don't go quite to your knees. They're more of like a mid-thigh thing. If you ever want to check how long your shorts are, remember that thing where it's supposed to go past your fingertips? These for sure do that. They almost have more of like a skirt kind of effect, and I think it's very cool. I tried this on with like this hair, and I was like, I almost feel very 90s because of this hair, but this is not really, I think, something that was worn in the 90s. But yeah, I just think it's very fun and it's very cool. And then I just paired it. I honestly, yeah, I probably would have just thrown on some flip-flops with these or like some heels, but I just found some black flats that I have. These are like a very like light suede or velvet, and these are a little bit kind of more almond shaped ballet flats with a more like rounded square-ish hem, and I think it's very cute. And then too, like I said, you could put it with a jean jacket. I think it's a little bit too hot for that right now. I think that finding clothes and wearing them back to school is, high school's a great time for that because you can kind of figure out what you like and like what works and kind of what doesn't for you. And stuff like this I think is very cool to just try out at least once and just, yeah, just give it a go. But yeah, that's everything. I hope you enjoyed this. For those of you who have been here since that video, thanks for always watching. Yeah, it's been very cool. I know it is, like I said, very strange to be like an adult and making back to school stuff because so many people do that and but they don't understand how dress codes work. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like down below, comment, and subscribe. It'd be great to have you here. Again, my name's Renee. Thanks for watching. Bye.